I'm going to demonstrate trimming a cylinder on the wheel. So first I'm going to take my cylinder, set it as close to the center of the wheel head as I can just by eyeballing it, and start the wheel turning slowly so I can look at how centered it is. And I'm going to tap the piece with my left hand towards the center, stopping it with my right, and checking it by holding my finger up as a guide. And that's pretty centered, so I'm going to stop the wheel. I've got these 3 little balls of clay, and I will hold the cylinder down, press the clay down onto the wheel head next to the cylinder. I'll put the other 2 spaced out evenly, hold the cylinder down, pressing it down to the wheel head. And then once all 3 are around it, I can push them more onto the cylinder instead of just down onto the wheel head, because they're bracing the piece and it won't move now, and I can secure it a little more with the clay. Now I'll start the wheel again, see if it's moved off center, of which it's still looking pretty good. So I take my small trim tool. The first thing I'm going to do is establish this outside profile. So just, I'm going to make the wheel a little faster. I'm just starting to shave off this profile, starting at the top edge and moving down. Not removing too much clay, because if I cut too hard on it, it could fly off the wheel and then ruin the piece. So I have the outside edge smooth. I'm going to hold the tool flat and just smooth up this bottom foot, because this outside edge is where the foot will be, and that's what it'll sit on. Now taking the corner of the tool, about 1/4 of an inch in from the outside edge, I'll start to cut down, just cutting a groove into it, and this will be the inside ring of the foot. Well, that's about 1/4 of an inch deep. With the corner of the tool, I'll start in the middle of the foot, cutting down, maybe half the distance of the foot ring. And just cut out towards the edge, not cutting too much. I don't want to stress the piece or knock it off. And then the second cut, I'll hold the tool flat, getting rid of those lines, just cutting outward towards the foot edge, squaring up that foot a little more. And I'll move back inwards, just removing the last of those lines, kind of smoothing up the contour. I want it to be a nice curve from in the middle to the edge of the foot. Once I've got the foot about where I want it, I'll smooth up this bottom again. Take any burrs off of this inside corner. Same with the outside corner. And I'm going to take the wider trim tool and use it on the outside just to smooth up where I trimmed at the foot with the rest of the cylinder. Just make that transition nice and smooth. And that's a basic foot trimming for your cylinder.